Ah, all right, y'all. I was just on. I did a live in regards to when no means no, and someone telling me about a business opportunity and how every time he's proposed a business opportunity, it's failed because I'm the reason why it failed. So it got me thinking, right? And I had already thought about this prior to making that live, and I forgot to talk about it. I got two best friends out here, Luis and Johnny. I would have never met Johnny without Luis. Tell me why my best friend Luis, he makes a decent amount of money. Ladies, he's single. And he's always going on dates. Ladies. But look, tell me why Luis, who can afford, if he wanted to go half on a business with me, he's never asked me to do a business with him. He has experienced a lot of things. He has a lot of interest in a lot of things, right? But he's never, ever, ever, ever asked me, hey, do you want to go into business with it, blah, blah, blah. I think I brought up a couple of business ideas to him, but it's always, it's about being realistic. The people who do not or who are not realistic are the ones who want to do things. They oh, we can make money, we can do this, we be. But the expectations aren't realistic. The reason why I haven't gotten into business yet, I mean, number one, the economy sucks. Sucks. No matter what politician says they're about small business, economy sucks. Number two, people look at money as just you're making money, you're making money, you're making money. Well, especially for those of you who've been part of some sort of business, right? Now, the guy I was talking about, Rocky, he and his business partner were managing a nightclub here in Indio on Indio Boulevard. Not very well seen. If you weren't local, you wouldn't know nothing about it. Now, Rudy and Rocky, they were reaching out to some of their friends to partner. Now, mind you, a lot of these people who they're partnering with, their wives and everybody, oh, my husband owns that. I'm blah, 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 blah. You're not owners. They were never owners. So when they decided to walk away from the business, well, financially they had nothing else. They had no ties financially. With that being said, my boy Johnny, at one point he was supposed to marry some girl who was supposed to inherit $2 million. Um, that never happened. In fact, it was so sketchy, and it just didn't make any sense. I'm gonna pull up this girl. Okay, a lot of y'all know what Johnny looks like. A lot of y'all would know what Johnny looks like. Let's see if I can pull up this girl. I can't find her. She and I'm sorry, Johnny, if I'm doing this, man. Like I said, this is live. You can hear. There's a guy out there named Luis, and he works with Viscara Construction, Viscara Bros Construction, and he's out there cutting up some flooring. Anyway, I can't find this girl. But anyway, this girl, Supposedly, she was inheriting from her dad, who was from Australia. He was a black guy from Australia, and she was supposed to be out there. I guess he had passed away, so she was trying to gather her inheritance, and just to cover taxes, she had to pay $30,000 or something, and Johnny didn't have it, and so on and so forth. Whatever. Needless to say, it was all a lie. But Johnny had it in his mind that we were going to open a bar, and I was going to manage the bar. So over here in India, we had a sizzler, and buildings were shut down. So after COVID, Sizzler went away. I'm like, hey Johnny, why don't you open up your bar at the Sizzler? We should check it out. We'll go down there. Oh, I don't know what the laws are, how close a cannabis lounge could be to a high school because it's right in front of Indio High School. And I'm like, Johnny, you want to open up a cannabis lounge? He's like, yeah. I'm like, dude, so where do you plan on making your money? You can't make money off a cannabis lounge right now. You either have a cannabis lounge or you have a bar. You can't do it together. And what Nick would tell me was, he was like, the only reason why you can't have them together is because if you get into an accident, something like if you get a DUI, they don't know to blame it on the alcohol or the marijuana. I don't know what exactly is the law there. In fact, let's use a phone, look it up, Google that shit. But Johnny wanted to open up a cannabis lounge instead of a natural bar and grill. Now, my whole thing is, let's see, why can't a cannabis consumption lounge open? All right, I'm gonna look on Reddit. Unfortunately, not sure what the status is for Sacramento. What type of environment would you prefer for a lounge? I'd go for classic coffee shop vibe, like Weatherstone, books, chill music, couches, whatever. That's not what I wanted to know. There are some consumption lounges, like in West Hollywood. There's one. Uh, Places where you wouldn't think. Anyway, I have to look around. But anyway, I'm making this way too long by doing these searches and shit. Let me see. Maybe I can just. What's the law about cannabis consumption in a bar?
According to Department of Cannabis Control, SA.gov, you can use cannabis on private property, but not in public places like restaurants or bars. You cannot smoke cannabis where it's illegal to smoke tobacco. Smoke cannabis within 1,000 feet of a school, daycare center, or youth center while kids are present.
So you can use cannabis on private property, but not in public places like restaurants or bars. So with that being said, I want to open up. My idea is to open up a bar and grill. I have a passion for cooking. Um, Again, I'm not a fine dining kind of passion, but I want to open a bar where it's your basic cocktails, and I would want to add some signature cocktails, mixology, and so on and so forth. But like on Saturdays and Sundays, my idea is to have ribs, smoked ribs and chicken, barbecue. You know what I mean? Because it's the weekend. You know, I love to make my chili on, Tuesdays and Thursdays and so on. Just have themes on when I'm gonna have my food out or what kind of food for that day, so on and so forth, right? I want to introduce bar foods that you can't find anywhere else. Yes, you can go anywhere in this entire Coachella Valley. You can find anywhere some chicken wings, but it's always going to be buffalo. It's always going to be barbecue. It's always going to be whatever they can flavor it with. Have you guys ever had chicken adobo? Filipino chicken adobo. Imagine those as wings. How about some tostones? How about tostones, which is Puerto Rican? Well, I'm sure it's other Latin cultures. But how about going to a bar and you can get an order of tostones? You can get an order of lumpia. You can get an order of grilled chicken on a stick, grilled pork on a stick. How about some deep fried pork belly and a side of rice? Maybe you instead, maybe you're a single man and you just want to go somewhere and get something to eat on the way home from work, right? You stop into my bar and you can get some lechon kawali, which is basically deep fried pork belly and a side of rice. Maybe you want to come in and I like a bowl of chili with some cornbread. Have that with a beer, or maybe I can serve up some beef stew, and in the mix of the beef stew is some Guinness. I've seen a recipe like that, and I'm interested in making it. Beef stew with Guinness. All right, some real beer battered fish. How about that? Not the stuff you find in the freezer. Some real fresh beer battered fish and chips, or in my case, fish and French fries. That's my thing. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to pour beer, concoct some cocktails, and serve a good meal. Some real blue collar shit. Got some jams in the background, preferably reggae, but I'll leave it up to the whoever's there. Right? That's my idea of a bar and grill. Like I said, on weekends for watching college sports on Saturdays or, Sunday football, NFL football, I got the barbecue. You can get a plate of ribs and chicken for $20. It's not a bad idea if you ask me. Or you want to come in for a quick bite to eat at lunch, I'll open up at 11 o'clock and you can come in and grab a burger, French fries, and a beer or soda or whatever. That's my idea of opening a bar and grill, not to not make money. I would never go into business to go broke. Donald Trump said he would never get into politics just to lose. I would never get into business to lose money. I would never get into business to lose. And by thinking, wow, well, I want to open up a cannabis lounge. Okay, so what else do you plan on doing in your cannabis lounge? Because you can't serve food. You can probably serve chips. How much money are you going to make off a bag of chips? You can't serve food. You can't serve alcohol. How much money do you plan on making off of a bottle of water? How much money do you plan on making off of $2 soda? How many $2 sodas do you plan on selling so that someone can just take their cannabis that they bought somewhere else? They bought it from, Cannabis 21, or they bought it from March and Ass, or they bought it from, West Coast Cannabis, and they came to your lounge, sit down, and you can serve them a soda for $2, and they're going to smoke, consume their cannabis, basically. Smoke their weed, whatever the case might be. How much money do you plan on making? Because at the end of the day, if it costs $1,000 a day to turn the lights on, and you're only making $300 a day, you have to exceed right? There's a profit margin. You have to exceed your overhead, right? How many people do you plan on? So you don't plan on hiring anybody. You don't plan on making any money off of food or drink. What are you making money off of? Why would you even need? Fuck, let's just open up a patio. Probably open up a patio for $100 a month, but you still have to make overhead. So yeah, so Johnny, the last time Johnny said, "Hey, when we open a bar," because I watch Bar Rescue a lot.
So more people will come. Food pairings.
I watch Bar Rescue almost every single day, especially since my shoulder's been done, been fucked up. I watch Bar Rescue almost every day. And the one thing Johnny looks at me, he's like, "Hey, bro, when we open up our bar?" I'm like, "Nope, never." I said, "Never." That's the last time he asked me. I said, "Never." He looked at me here. And I told him straight up, I will never open up a bar with you. Because all you plan on doing is drinking at the end of the bar. Hell yeah, hell yeah. I'm like, yeah, so how am I supposed to make money off of that? How are we supposed to make money if all you want to do is serve yourself? I'm not in the business of serving myself. At the end of the day, when I've exceeded my profit margins, when I've exceeded my overhead, then I've been serving, I serve myself. And your overhead is your food costs, your drinks cost. If I hire somebody or a couple people, then it's their paycheck. The bills, right? The light bill, electric bill, um, sorry, electric bill, gas bill, water bill. I mean, all that shit plays in. All of that shit plays in. Who's gonna clean the bathroom? Yeah, you, right? I'll clean the bathroom. That's what I do. But I know that if my boy, my best friend, I love him to death, but if he was to be my partner, he would not be cleaning the bathrooms. If I'm being honest. If I'm being really honest with you. So when he says, "Hey bro, we're gonna open a bar," nope, never. We're not gonna open a bar. Eventually I will open a bar. Eventually. But with that said, no means no. And when no means no in this situation, no means no that I will not open a bar with you. But I love you and I want nothing but the best for you. So, in the sense of our friendship, as me looking at you and you looking at me as we're brothers, just understand that. I mean, I'll hire you. You know what I'm saying? I'll hire you. You can come and work for me, but I will not make you a partner. Bottom line. I'll hire you to do one job. Johnny has the experience of running security. Johnny has experience of bar backing. Johnny has experience of making pizza. I'll hire him, but I won't make him a partner. That's the bottom line because King Churro said so. That was it. That's all. And yeah, man. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching the last one. Thank you for watching this one. Love y'all. Peace out.